we are starting with the Consumer Cooperative Society sum. Okay, so in the last lecture I have given you the sum of it, and now we are starting with the solution. Now please remember that in Consumer Cooperative Society you have to make 3 accounts, that is trading account, second profit and loss account, and the third will be the balance sheet. So we start with the trading account. So before that you have to write the name of the books. You can see in the slide. In the books of, name of the Consumer Cooperative Society is what, students? Manisha Consumer Cooperative Society Limited, Pune. Then you have to write the heading trading account for the year ended. The year ended which is given, that is 31st March 2020 is given in the question. You have to transfer that date. Then you have to make the columns as usual in the form of ledger. Particulars amount, particulars amount, and debit and credit. Okay, so now we start. We know the trading account very well. We have done in 11 and 12 standard trading account format very well. So same we have to apply here. On the debit side, first we have to take the opening stock. So you write here to opening stock, and opening stock you can see in the trial balance it is given as 10,000. You can see that stock is given, that is nothing but opening stock. So you transfer here as 10,000. Then next on the debit side again 2 purchases you have to take. Purchase is also given in the trial balance. You can see it is given as 3,70,000. You have to take that purchases from the trial balance and transfer in the solution. You have to see more any information is given related to trading account. You have to remember the format very well. Okay, so carriage inward is there. To carriage inward you will write on the debit side 3,500. It is given in the trial balance. You transfer that in trading account. To freight is also given. It is given in the trial balance 1,500, and you are transferring that also. So we have done with the debit side. Now you have to take the credit side. As we know that in the trading account on the credit side sales comes. So by sales you will write, and that is also given in the trial balance as 4,50,000. So you have to take that. Then you have to take the closing stock. Closing stock is given in adjustment number first. You can see the adjustment number first. In the last lecture I have given you the question. It is given as 70,000 on cost. So closing stock comes on the credit side of trading account. So you take that. After transferring the amounts, you have to close the account as usual. Debit total you have to do and credit total you have to do. You have to deduct both, minus both. If the debit side is less, it is considered to be gross profit, and if the credit side is less, it is considered to be gross loss. So on the debit side, the difference amount you are getting, it's debit side less. So the amount is coming as, difference amount is coming as 1,35,000, which is known as 2 gross profit, balancing figure. And the highest total will be written down, that is 5,20,000 on both the side. Now we are starting with the next slide, that is profit and loss account for the year ended. The year ended is 31st March 2020. You have to make the columns expenditure amount, income amount, debit and credit. On the expenditure side, you all know that first thing you have to take interest. So if interest is anything which is paid, you have to take. It is given in the trial balance. You can see interest paid is how much given? 8,000 it is given on the debit side. You can see in the trial balance. So that amount will be transferred. Second, as per the format, is bank charges. So bank charges you have to check in the trial balance if it is there. If it's not there, you will write it as nil. You have to study the format very well for solving this sum. Third one is salaries and allowances of staff. So you have to see if any salary adjustment is there or not. A salary is given in trial balance or not. Since it is there, you can see salaries is given as 25,000 on the debit side. You have to transfer that. Then comes fourth point, contribution to staff provident fund. It's not given in the trial balance. You have to write it as nil. Fifth point, salaries and allowances of managing director. This also is not given in the trial balance, so it is considered to be nil. Sixth point, attendance fees and travelling expenses of directors and committee members. You have to check in the trial balance if it is there. It's not there, it is nil. 7th point, traveling expenses of staff. You have to see traveling expenses is given as 5,000 on the debit side. You can see in the question it's there, so you have to take that, you have to transfer that. 8th point, rent, rates and taxes. Office rent is given in the trial balance as 5,000. You can see in the trial balance, as well as there is adjustment down. Office adjustment number 2nd, office rent payable was rupees 1,000. Payable means outstanding, outstanding means add, unpaid. So you have to add that, you have to plus that, and you get the answer outer column as 6,000. 9th point, postage, telegram and telephone charges. It's not there, so it is nil. It's considered to be nil. 10th point, printing and stationery. Printing charges is given in the trial balance as 2,500 and stationery purchase is also given as 500. So these two things will come in the trial balance. From the trial balance it is transferred in profit and loss account. 11th point, audit fees. You have to see if any adjustment is there on audit fees. It's given in adjustment number 5th. You can see audit fees are to be paid rupees 2,000. Is acting as outstanding audit fees. So that 2,000 will get transferred from there. 12th point, general expenses. General expenses is not given, so it is nil. 13th point, bad debts or other name is provision for bad debts. It's also known as RDD, that is reserve for bad and doubtful debts. Now there is an adjustment on that, adjustment number 4th, you can see it is given as 4,500 as reserve for doubtful debts. 14th point comes as depreciation on fixed assets. Now there is a depreciation adjustment of office equipment. You can see it is given in 3rd adjustment. Office equipment are to be depreciated at the rate of 5%. So 5% you have to take out on office furniture, that is on 25,000. You take out 5% and you get 1,250. So that will come there. 15th point, land income and expenditure. It's not there, so it is nil. 16th point, other items. You have to see if it is there or not. It's not there, it is nil. Now go on the credit side, that is on income side. First point, interest received. Interest received on loans and advances, it is given in the question. On the credit side you can see loan to members is given in trial balance 45,000. So you take it that there. Second point is dividend received on shares. It is not there. So if it's not there, it is nil. It's considered to be nil. Third point comes commission. Commission means commission received. You have to see on the credit side if any commission amount is there. It's there or not. It's not there, so it is nil. It's considered to be nil. Fourth point comes miscellaneous income. In that all the items which is given, you have to write there. Share transfer fees not given, nil. Rent is not given, it is nil. Rebate in interest is not given, it is nil. Sale of forms not given, nil. Other items is also not given, it is nil. So these all things you have to write it. Okay. Then fifth point comes land income and expenditure. It's not given, it is also nil. After completion of this, you have to transfer the gross profit brought down. Or always remember, from the trading account you have to transfer. If it is a gross profit, you will take it on income side, and if it's a gross loss, you will take it on expenditure side in P&L. Now since it is gross profit in the trading account, so it will come in income side. Cross you have to do. Income side, it is brought down 1,35,000. After that, you have to close profit and loss account. You have to take the debit total, that is expenditure side total, debit side. Then income total, that is credit side. You deduct both, minus both. The difference amount will be considered to be net profit. Net profit is acting as balancing figure. We know that profit and loss, the balancing figure is either net profit or net loss. If expenditure is less, it is net profit. If income side is less, it is net loss. So here expenditure is less, so it is net profit. 1,25,250, the difference amount. The highest total come on the both the side, that is 1,80,000 on both the side. Now we start with the next slide. We are finished with the trading account, profit and loss account. The third slide will be, in the next slide will be balance sheet. balance sheet as on 31st March 2020. You have to make the columns liabilities rupees, assets rupees. Now we know that on the liability side, the first comes the share capital. So share capital is what is there? It's there here. Authorized share capital you have to take if it's there. Since it is not there in the question, you have to write it as nil. Then you have to consider the next capital, that is issued, subscribed and called up capital, which is acting as share capital in the trial balance. So trial balance you have to check, it is there. 7,500 shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid up 75,000. So that is acting as issued, subscribed and called up capital. To take that. The second thing is reserve fund and other funds. You have to take all the funds here. Now reserve fund is given in the trial balance as 86,000. You have to transfer that. Then the rule is there, you have to add 25% on net profit, the last year's profit which is given. So you can see in the question, in the last year's profit is given in the question as 1 lakh. On that you take out 25% and you get 25,000 on that. So you add both 86,000 plus 25,000. In outer column you write 1,11,000. Then you have to see if any other reserve is there or not. RDD is acting as a reserve, so which is there in the adjustment second effect. Adjustment number 4th, RDD 4,500, you transfer that. We finish with all reserves. Now we are taking the third part. Staff provident fund, if it is there, from the trial balance you will transfer. It's not there, you write it here as nil. 4th is secured loan. Secured loan you have to check if it's there. It's not there, you will write it as nil. Then 5th is unsecured loan. This is there, it is given in the trial balance as loan from banks unsecured. So you transfer that 92,000 from there. 6th is deposits. Deposits from members you have to take. It's there in the trial balance 90,000, you take that. 7th is current liabilities and provisions. Current liabilities, in that all outstandings will come. It's there in the adjustment number 2nd and 3rd. You can see outstanding office rent payable, that is outstanding 1,000, you are transferring that. And outstanding audit fees, which is in adjustment number 5th, second effect, 2,000 audit fees. So both are outstandings. 8th point, unpaid dividend. Unpaid dividend is always calculated on paid up capital. Paid up capital here is there as acting as share capital here, 75,000. On that you take out the dividend percentage. Adjustment number 6, students, you can see directors declared a dividend to members at 8% on its paid up capital. So this 8% you have to take out on paid up capital, that is share capital 75,000. On that 8% you take out, you get 6,000. So that is acting as unpaid dividend provision. 9th point, interest accrued due but not paid. It's not there in adjustment, it is nil. 10th point, other liabilities, this is also not there, it is nil. 11th point, you have to take all profit and loss account. Profit and loss account for the last year, profit is given as 1 lakh, you have transferred that. Then you have to deduct all that which one director has proposed. You can see the director has proposed dividend. So you have to deduct that, the second effect, 8% dividend. You are getting at 6,000 as there, 75,000, 8%, second effect, 8,000, 6,000 you are deducting. You get 94,000. Then you have to deduct all the reserves which are being proposed by the director. 25% profit transfer to reserve fund. 1 lakh is the last year profit, on that 25%. This is a rule. 25,000 you get the answer. You deduct from 94,000 and you get 69,000. Then you have to see the profit which one you have got from the profit and loss account. Profit is there, you got net profit as, on the debit side you can see profit and loss account, the net profit you got as 1,25,250. So you have to take that, you have to add that. So you take that, you add that. Then contingent, then you add it, you get it in the outer column as 1,94,250. Then contingent liability is not given, it is nil. Go on asset side. First is cash and bank balance. Cash in hand is given in trial balance as 51,000, you are transferring that. Cash at bank is given as 1 lakh, you are transferring that. Second point is investments. If it's there, you can see investment is there, 96,000, you are transferring that. Third point is investment of staff provident fund. It's not given, it is nil. Fourth point is loans and advances. Loans to members is given in the trial balance as 1,35,000. Second effect, you have to take that. Fifth point, sundry debtors. It is also given in the trial balance as 1 lakh. You transfer that. Sixth point, current assets. Closing stock is current asset. So closing stock, you are taking from adjustment number first, 70,000. So closing stock is current asset, you transfer that. Second effect. Seventh point, fixed assets. Office equipment depreciation was also there, 5%. So you have to first take the book value, the actual value of office equipment is 25,000. On that depreciation, you have to deduct 5%. You get 1,250. That is the second effect. You have to deduct that 25 from 25,000, you get 23,750. Eighth point, miscellaneous expenses and losses. It's not there, you will write it as nil. 10th point, profit and loss account. It is not given at, it will be written as nil. 11th point, current losses is also not given, it's nil. You have to tally the balance sheet, total the balance sheet, liability side total, asset side total, total both. The balance sheet should tally because it tells about the financial position. So the amount comes as 5,75,750 on both the side. So revise this sum, students. Always remember, in consumer cooperative society you have to make 3 accounts: trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Take care everyone. Thank you.